Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Dragon Age Origins. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we talk to our companions and Pet Bellum. And we're done giving gifts. So things might happen right now. I don't know. Maybe the title of the episode, maybe the cutscene of, oh, not the cutscene, the thumbnail already tells you what's going to happen. I don't know, because I haven't thought of them before. Because I don't know what's going to happen. So, wait, can I not specialize in assassin? I think maybe can you teach others to be an assassin?
I'm still thinking about it.
Right.
I don't yet want the crows to actively hunt me, you see. Maybe later.
Yes, that's what it was. I should give him gifts instead of the other people, especially instead of Alistair. Can I ask you some questions?
All right, but I get to stare at you.
Nah, I don't think anything is going to happen with him. I want to discuss something personal.
Again? I'm game.
Okay. Alistair,
What do you need?
I'd like to ask something.
Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Yeah, I think...
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. What do you need?
Oh, two lines in a row
Ask
there.
away.
Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
Don't answer then.
All right. If you want the full explanation, I'll give it to you. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then, after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it
I think
seemed
you'd
like
said
it
this
was
already.
too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
I think he said this already. This feels familiar. How about, by the way, I'm the heir to the throne?
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
You enjoyed not telling me?
It's just that anyone who's ever found out has treated me differently afterwards.
Yeah, he said this before.
I was the bastard prince instead of just being Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Well, it doesn't sound stupid at all.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's alright. Oh, I hope he's alright. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do.
Apology accepted.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Yeah, let's see if that was a new... I think it was.
What do you need?
An old one.
Ask away.
Huh, interesting. That was a new dialogue. It felt so familiar, for some reason. Huh. Liliana.
The stars are out.
There is still beauty to be found in this world.
It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally. Their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
I can't say I've heard it.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them. One day, Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she with him. When Elindra told her father about the man she had chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was high-born, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle, and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love, and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea that the gods themselves were moved. they gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens, where she became a star. The gods also raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
Why do stories always end so badly?
It doesn't end so badly. It ends hopefully. Elindra will one day be with her love again. We don't know when, but she will. This story is one of my favorites. A tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist?
If we lose hope in love, then we are truly lost.
I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise.
Why is it a surprise?
I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable places.
Huh. That's weird that she would say that. That is weird. What is that? Oh, that's so... I don't think my character has built any... I don't know. I'm curious to know now if she... if there is a different line for that. If she has a line or a quest or something that allows her to, instead of saying what she said, being like, oh, that's just like you, isn't it? Or maybe it's just that specific line that I ask. Or that I said. I don't know. My character... How is my character not a romantic? Or specifically not a hot-headed fool. But, you know, following his heart rather than his head. I don't know. I don't know what I could... Like, I'm trying to think of what I could have done differently for her to have a different perception of me. And I'm fearing that it might be the default perception of the character. Which is a conduit to what she did there, which is, oh, there's more to you than meets the eye. Because that's, you know, that's the sort of tropey thing. Super tropey. I'm not really sure. Anyway.
Looking for little old me?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
The tales to share. I think she...
Of course I do.
She did
I
already.
love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Interesting. Now I can ask her about Elindra and her soldier.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called...
But she says that story again.
They say that when Elindra has cried... Alright, it is my... Which one?
And then all the other ones are again.
It will come to you soon, I'm sure.
Interesting.
Looking for little old me?
Nope. Die. Hey, Ween. How's it going?
Is there something you need?
Can I ask you something about the circle?
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Okay. I think I said that all already. Hi. Can I, excuse me?
The Templars of the Chantry stand ready, Grey Warden.
Do you need anything?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
Oh, right. Of course. A communal box for the resources you have collected for your troops. I can turn in the runes. You've all unassigned novice runes. Yeah, right. That's interesting. That's a really interesting mechanic. But we're gonna mess with the runes in a little bit. Hey Morrigan, what's up? What are you doing out here for?
Yes?
Can I discuss something with you?
So, full of questions, are you?
Okay.
Yes?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
We need to discuss us.
Discuss away.
No. I don't think we can. I wonder if she reacts differently now that I don't actually know what her reaction is to me right now. I wonder if she reacts differently. Now that we're in private.
Yes? We're in
'Cause I
camp,
can
so
kiss her.
'tis as good a time as any.
Let's see.
Ah, such a romantic, I see.
Is that the same thing as before? Somehow feels less awkward. Oh. Oh no.
Yes?
Oh no.
We're in camp, so 'tis a...
She's just a kiss doll. She's a kiss doll. You can come and kiss Morrigan how many times you like. Holy balls. Anyway, because that has absolutely no consequence. And she uses the word romantic properly. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, hey.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you'll...
The wares. Do you have things for me? I don't think he has things for me. Cat Lady's Hobblestick. I don't think... I am pretty sure I threw away Alistair's gift. Alistair doll. No, I didn't. Look at that. I can redo the terrible things I've done with Alistair if I want to. Which I sort of do. Also because he's a jerk. I'm just gonna give him a doll. That sounds like a good deal, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. King Merrick's shield. We got a few other things. No backpacks, though. Golden rope necklace. Okay. Well, isn't it just a normal golden necklace, then? Okay, so we have an iron ring over here. These are meant to be sold. An iron ring. Yeah, so. What? That's weird. Why is it different? Let me save.
No, bad. Bad idea. Awful. Don't do it. No, bad. Bad idea. Awful. Don't do it.
It's for Morrigan.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
The use is Morrigan can amuse herself by inflicting indignities on the Alistair doll. No. And I get abilities for that. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, that kind of sucks because it's I bought it already. So I don't know if I can sell it or not. I'm not gonna sell it. I need to figure
You
out.
and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
Yes.
Good to have...
Yes. I need to figure out if there is, if I still have his gift, though. Let's see. Would I know Alistair's doll? That would be for Morrigan. It doesn't show up on the list that I have, so yeah. Grey Warden hand puppet. This tin-helmeted puppet is painted with the blue and grey heraldry of the Grey Wardens. Okay. Alistair.
I could get used to this, you know.
Well, there you go. The use is Alistair can play with this puppet and its accompanying toy horse. And he could get used to it. Okay, there it is. He forgot about what I said about the... Oh, I got also skill, which is nice. No, he got skill. Which is moderate constitution. See how good of a leader I am?
Something on your mind?
Yeah, I want to apologize for what I said before. Oh, could I have done this? Can I... Pressing escape doesn't work always. I'm gonna see if I can do that.
What do you need?
I can't. That's interesting.
If there's anything... The dark...
Oh, not that.
That's what I've heard on the...
That's good. So I have Alistair's doll, and I will give him the Grey Warden hand puppet. And then I can do this. And that's that. So these are basically cheats, but they are like official cheats.
Something on your mind?
I wonder why. I wonder why they did that. Yeah, I want to apologize for what I said before, for saying it. I want to apologize for saying it.
You do? What do you know? Wishes really do come true sometimes.
Well, I hope you can forgive me.
Done and done. Easy, isn't it? Let's never speak of it again.
Never. Please never. Just never, because I would love that. What's your reaction to me now? Probably 70-something. 58. It's probably the best I have. Because, yeah, we've got 38 for Morrigan. Wayne is at 22. Oh, I thought they were higher than that. 24 for Zevran, my god. Liliana is at 68. She cares. And, no, actually, that's not what that means. Care. She cares for me. Not about me. No, wait. How does that... So, you know... That's... Yeah, there's... It does change the meaning, depending on... Anyway.
Something on your mind?
Can I ask you some questions?
Of course.
Okay. That's that. Interesting. And good. Okay, well, that's pretty good. I could also do that to Morrigan. Let's not. The doll. Okay, let's sell the rest of the stuff, because I don't need it.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
Actually, yeah, your boy needs to help. Hey, Sandal.
Enchantment?
Yes, indeed. I need some enchantments. So, these over here, basically, that one over there needs to be removed. And this is equipped by Baelor, and this is by Alistair. Alistair doesn't have anything. Spell resistance, chance to reduce movement speed and fire damage, so absolutely go with that. And then I have electricity damage and fire damage, which is pretty good. Thank you.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
And then I will sell you my things. So, these are pretty good. Honestly, I don't think they are worth carrying around, but they're also not worth... Like, if you get them 1, 2, or 3 at a time, so, like, selling this is not going to last too long in terms of just, you know, having space. So, I don't really see a reason to do that. I've got an Oathkeeper, I'll keep that one. This is a tier 5, so that's pretty good. This is tier 3. Interesting. I don't know why I'm not using it. It must not be really good if I'm not using it. This is pretty big, pretty good. Got some tier 5 crossbows. Proper stuff in here. Again, not that we use them. Tier 3 Maul. Yeah, just sell basically all tier 3. I think that's a good idea. Tier 4, yeah, I don't need those either. So I'll keep that one. I am pretty sure you don't need this, so I'll just sell it. Osiris over here is tier 6. And then we have some fire crystals. And then over here we have tier 4, tier 3 sell. Sell. Tier 6, tier 3 sell. Tier 4, tier 4. Well, these are probably not needed. Although, we are low on strength on a lot of things, so maybe it is needed. Probably will sell these. Yeah. Tier 5. Then we have tier 3. Tier 5. That red glyph shield is the stuff right there. Yeah, but I don't need those. Tier 4. Let's just sell one. Tier 3. Templar armor. That's massive armor. Yeah, I'll keep that one. Sell that. Why is that different? This one is not good. It's defense 3. This one is defense 4. Why is it different? What's the... Oh, it's the fatigue. Right. Soldier's Helm tier 5. We got tier 5s down here. Tier 6. That's all the special equipment. It shows up every once in a while. Malachites. Oh, right, because these don't matter. Trade Manifest. That's exclusively to be sold, as far as I can tell. All of these are exclusively to be sold, which is fine. Greater Spirit Bomb, and got some runes. The bombs. What's that? A Glask? When thrown, this bomb explodes with frost, dealing cold damage to all yeah. Probably don't want these. Increases uses resistance to fire. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. Dissolves and bombs, I suppose. Yeah, definitely. The traps, though, requires trap making. I will keep those. Okay. Rock Solve. Yeah, keep all these. Got some Venom. Oh, right. I also need the thing to make potions. Absolutely do. Okay, that's pretty good to keep all that. Unless there's vellums over here. Yeah. There we go. And then over here we have the crafting stuff, and that's that. Okay. Now, oh, that's... Yeah, I'll buy all of those. No. I'll buy all of those. Literally all. And then I will look. Actually, can I look? Because I can't make the potions from here. And I can't control my characters from here. Will I remember the crafting ingredient? Distillation agent. Well, I will. So I got plenty of flasks, if I remember correctly. Yes, absolutely. I have a lot of them. I don't have that much money, all things considered. Elf fruit is pretty important. And corruptor agent. Concentrator agent. It's the distillation agents. Just buy a bunch. All of them. Maybe not all of them. Just some. Yeah, that should be enough. I did spend a lot of money. But that's going to set us up, hopefully. Okay, so I talked to everyone. Did I talk to Sten? I don't think I did. But I will first go over here and give my things away. Give all... A communal box. Yep.
Such a force has not been seen since the collapse.
That's unrelated. Sten,
You are not quite as callow as I thought.
what
That
happened?
is unexpected.
Is it because I said nice things to you? Callow, you thought I was callow.
You sound surprised. You must have heard this before. You'll get over it. Eventually.
I must have not heard this before, otherwise I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, he's saying... Oh, the voice actor didn't... The voice actor didn't... Yeah. The voice actor should have said, "You sound surprised. You must have heard this before." And that changes the meaning of the sentence. Because he said, "You sound surprised. You must have heard this before." As an explanation to sounding surprised, rather than a counterpoint. Why did I let you... No. So will you tell me now why you were caged?
I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
What do you mean by a weak mind?
That is complicated. I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
A few Darkspawn beat you? Huh. That sounds like what happened to me at Ostagar.
I heard the stories of Ostagar. Your kith stood their ground when others fled. No one can do more than that. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
You probably dropped it on the battlefield.
Perhaps. I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
Did the farmers know where it was?
They said they found me with nothing.
Did you believe them?
I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
That's terrible.
I know I cannot justify what I have done. My honor is forfeit. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Well, accidents happen.
I'm sure that comforts the farmers.
No, not on that. That's not what... Dang it. Like, No soldier will cast aside the blade. Yeah, you didn't cast it aside. It was cast for you. Right? How can your people possibly think that way? Because of what I just said.
We know who we are, and what we are meant to be.
So that's it? You aren't going to do anything about it?
What would you have me do? It could be anywhere by now.
Well, where did you fight the Darkspawn?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
16! Holy balls! Can we kiss now?
You called.
Seriously, that was a lot. That was tremendous. Although those points are tricky to judge, because if I remember correctly, Neverwinter Nights 2 has a similar system to this game, where you just have, you know, pluses and minuses, and it's a little bit more dependent. It was a little bit. I think it's done better in Neverwinter Nights 2. Although I only played it the once, and of course I haven't finished this game yet, so I can't. You know, my opinion is worth little, but still, I think in Neverwinter Nights 2, it's like directly in conversations. It's not like you make a choice and all of a sudden Morrigan is upset at you. That's what I'm trying to say. But in that game, and it's more obvious than in this game, unless, of course, I'm correct in my suspicion, in that game, in Neverwinter Nights 2, what happens is that some characters show up so late in the game, or are just have a few things that they can interact with you with, that some of the opinion changes are wild, and they go, instead of being like 15 for characters that are with you since the start of the game, they're 40 for the same thing or for similar things. And that's because you don't have as much time to get to the 100 points, and where the games all get, you know, if you get to 100 points in any character in Neverwinter Nights 2, something happens. And I'm sure it's the same thing in here. That might be the case for Sten. He might just not have enough dialogue, so they need to add 16 points to when you say nice things to him, or things that well, it's not necessarily nice things, but things that he appreciates. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Yeah, not many. Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Don't the Qunari ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. The problem immediately was just that doesn't happen as much in our society, but it is certainly more of a thing in medieval style societies. But it still happens. It's the problem of identifying with your main job. Like, your occupation defines you to the extent that you can't do anything. A farmer isn't a farmer. A farmer is a person who is a farmer. And the person comes first, whether they identify with being a farmer or not. The level of uniqueness that is present in each one of us is... it's very easy to ignore how unique each one of us is. And certainly when you start thinking about broad picture stuff like our beliefs, our religion, our political attitudes, our preferences in whatever, the food or whatever, when we start analyzing that sort of stuff, we can see patterns that just largely make us be able to expect what people are and make us be able to predict what people like. That's still the same type of category that farming or merchant is. It's still a prediction, and it's still putting the type of thing that you do or like or are above who you actually are. I feel pretty strongly about this because I majored in archaeology. I like video games. My dream is to make a video game, and I work full-time as a web developer. So, who am I? I know who I am, but it's easier for me, I think, than other people maybe, to see that the person who I am is just so personal to me. And it's difficult for me to share who I am just with a few words. And I understand that other people are not like that. I understand that a farmer, the farmer in his example can just say, I'm a farmer. Because so much of his life is around there. But even then, that's my point, even then, when you describe yourself as a farmer, and you buy yourself a shop, and you describe yourself as a farmer turned merchant, even then you're still a person, a unique person, above everything else. Because your experience, and you need to think about, like, I think it's hard to explain it when you're talking about other people, because you're not privy to their personal memories and all that. But think about your own personal memories, all the little things. And I'm not talking about, like, what you did last year where you went on vacation or big thing that happened in your life. I'm talking about, like, little details that shape you just as much, like how you like to, like, how badly your nights have been, or good, you slept well, or like a particular food that you look forward to eating, or a friend that you miss, or something. Those details, and the way you miss that friend, all of that makes you unique, absolutely unique. And those memories, you're never going to tell anyone. A lot of them, the vast majority of them, you're never even going to remember them in a few years sometimes, because that's just how memory is. And that makes us all super, super unique and super alone as well at the same time. So it's definitely okay for his society to think of people as just their label, because that's the fiction that we're building here. But it's hard to build an argument against that if you're not going to think of people as people first. So yeah, I don't know. He might be happier. That's flimsy. Maybe he was meant to be a merchant. That's super flimsy. But I mean, that works a little bit better though, but I don't know. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries his shell, but that makes the turtle stronger. That's very poetic, I love it.
Does it? It's also his weakness. If he stumbles and falls over, it pins him on his back. It is better to armor yourself with no more than what you need. One life, one duty.
That's the point. That's what I figured his society is all about, is the labeling, this one thing. You don't think happiness is important? Well, I guess that's the point. That's why it was flimsy to begin with, that other line. Happiness is super relative. Because happiness at the end of the day is fulfillment. Well, yeah, I think something, you can be sad and still be fulfilled, and that's still happiness, at least in a hedonistic standpoint, from a hedonistic standpoint. That's why you might listen to sad songs, for example, and be happy for it, even though you're sad and crying your eyes out, or watch sad movies, or read sad books, or whatever, or listen to me ramble and being very sad, I'm sure, and that's still happy, hopefully. I suppose that duty can be forgotten, I'm gonna say. If he doesn't like it, he doesn't like it.
Can it? Perhaps that's the difference between your people and mine. We never forget. Shall we move on?
Is there anything you like about Ferelden? You sound a bit homesick.
Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Saheron. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs.
You left out rotting garbage.
True. I was trying to forget that part. Shall we move on?
Is there anything you like about Ferelden?
There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Qunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. It's super complicated talking about food in other languages. Cookies. Yeah, I don't. Biscuits? Bolachas. I don't know. Galletas. Who knows? I actually don't know how it is in French. I don't know how to say. Oh, by the way, none of the words that I just said actually correspond to the same things in any of the languages that I just said. So lovely. Cookies, I'm gonna say.
Yes, we have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
I'll keep that in mind.
Shall we move on?
Can I discuss something you mentioned?
Speak, then.
Okay,
Then I suggest we move on.
we do.
As you wish.
So that's that. He actually... Oh my god, plus 14. Oh, he doesn't mind me disagreeing with him. That's a nice change. And as a normal person should... Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be that for today. Look at his shoes! Look at his shoes! I'm Carol RPG, and this has been Dragon Age Origins. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, look at his shoes! Look! Look at his shoes!